Find out the compound interest on rupees 5,000 for 3 years at 8% for the first year, 10% for the second year, and 12% for the third year. So here an amount of rupees 5,000 has been lent at compound interest for a period of 3 years. So this is 3 years. This is the first year, second year, third year. So let's say that you have borrowed an amount of 5,000 rupees from the bank for a period of 3 years. Now the bank says that you have to pay the interest which is compounded annually, and the first year you have to pay an interest of 8%, the second year you have to pay an interest of 10%, and third year you have to pay an interest of 12%. Now since the interest is being compounded annually, at the end of first year the original principal plus the interest accrued for the first year will become the principal. So here P1 will be equal to P, so let's say this is P, plus this interest for the first year. Now this interest, because it is for 1 year and it is being compounded annually, this interest is also same as the simple interest. So this particular part, which is the interest for the first year. Now again at the end of second year, the principal for third year will become P1 plus interest gained for the second year. So now we have to find out that at the end of 3 years, how much is the total amount that you'll have to pay back to the bank. So now we know that the compound interest formula is the total amount is equal to P, which is the principal at the beginning of the tenure, multiplied by 1 plus R, which is the rate of interest, divided by 100 to the power n. N is the number of time periods at the end of which interest is going to be compounded. So n is 3 because the interest is being compounded annually and there are 3 years, so n is 3. However, R is different for each year. So now let's split this into 3 parts. So the amount in our case will be equal to P multiplied by 1 plus 8 by 100 multiplied by 1 plus 10 by 100 multiplied by 1 plus 12 by 100. So in other words, this part here represents the amount which will be accrued at the end of first year. This particular part represents the amount accrued at the end of second year, because at the end of second year you are paying the principal plus the interest on the principal, and this part represents the amount accrued at the end of 3 years, because at the beginning of 3 years this part here, which is in red, is the principal, and on top of that we'll add 12% interest. So this whole part, which is in black, becomes the amount at the end of 3 years. So let us replace this P with 5,000. So A is equal to 5,000 multiplied by 1 plus 0.08 multiplied by 1 plus 0.1 multiplied by 1 plus 0.12. So this is equal to 5,000 multiplied by 1.08, 1.1, 1.12. So let me pull my calculator here. So 5,000 multiplied by 1.08 multiplied by 1.1 multiplied by 1.12. So 6652.8. So the amount is 6652.8 rupees at the end of 3 years. However, in this question we have been asked to find out the compound interest. So what we have found out is the total amount. Now compound interest will be equal to amount minus the principal. So this will be equal to 6652.8 minus the principal, which is 5,000. So this becomes 1652.8 rupees.